Hello everybody, and welcome to another video of Axis Football 26. Now, I am going to create a kind of rebuild, essentially, another rebuild, but this time not with the American system, it's going to be with that tiered system. And with that tiered system, and you saw this. Eventually, I will be creating a series with the Wisconsin Spearing Fishermen, but the Winnipeg Devil Cats, Vancouver Mallards, kind of seeing who would be the worst, which as of right now, it seems like the Winnipeg would be the candidate for making that rebuild, going from bottom, working their way to the top. They have 172 in salary wise, so it's not too expensive, and we can always get like draft picks and stuff depending on how it works. So we will select the Winnipeg. We're going to do the tier system, which changed from 32 to 36. Random rosters off, unlimited funds is off, because you could have that and like kind of just like, cheese the system. I like salary caps. I like structured stuff. So just having that on would like, it's kind of like the MLB where there's no salary cap, so you could, hire anybody. And it's just a matter of if your, team makes money or not at the end. Salary cap on, normal. Yeah, we'll keep everything normal. So, I would imagine tier 3 is the bottom and tier 1's the top. I think it's kind of like promotion and relegation type stuff, depending on how you are. So I just wanted to kind of try this out because I didn't try it in 23. I didn't make a rebuild off of that in 23, so just wanted to give this a try. So we're the Winnipeg Devil Cats. We're in tier 3, so I would imagine we have to be like towards the bottom. And then we work our way towards the top, because I know like Green Bay X-Men is one of the best teams within this game. So that'd be towards the top and stuff like that. So we're going to start the franchise, and team schedule, it's probably based off of tiers. So that would be okay. So what they have is the 8 are safe. First 8 are safe, they stay, and then the last team, and it based off of tiers, and the last team gets relegated to the next down below. And then for like tier 2 and tier 3, the first 4 they get bumped up, and the other so it's probably right now, because there's no one started, that it would be top 8 stay, 4 move down, and then with this would be the 4 move up and the bottom 4 move down, and then same with tier 3. Top 4 move up, and bottom, and then whoever's on the bottom stays on the bottom. So we will try to make it to the top. So And we do have a salary cap for that. So, comes to roles, we got a B plus coach. Development's A plus, so we're gonna keep him. He's got 6 years left in contract. C with development, but he's a B overall for offensive coordinator. B plus for development. A minus overall. We're gonna keep him at that position. So far, special teams and offensive coordinator kind of looks like people to change. A minus development, so he's perfect for QB and he has his passing expert. Backs running back coach. B minus, but he has this badge, so we're going to keep him there. We potentially will change the wide receiver as seeing if I had like an extra piece of paper somewhere. It doesn't look like for the time being. So, receiving coach, O-line. Okay, so he has that badge for it. B plus, even though I kind of want it to be at, I guess, B plus to an A. B minus is perfectly fine, and he also has that badge. And then DB has B plus as well. I guess we could try and see at the end of their contracts, but I think for a D-line coach, I want to release the coach, minus $1 million, and get a let's see if, but he also has a badge. I think he would work at anything, but he can't demote him. So, we're going to hire a new coach. Offense. Oh, he would be perfect for our offense. Same with this dude. Maybe for like receivers. But we'll get Jesse Brock. We'll do the full 10 years, $4 million as a D-line. He's got B. It's better than a C. DBs are fine. Wide receiver coach, B plus, yes. But we did see other coaches as well. So offense with A minus, development. So S minor or this guy. Take this as Sammy Minor. So we're gonna give him 10 years, $7 million. Is there anything? D-line got upgraded. Coordinators, coach development. Oh. We will release this coach. It's going to be a lot of money, but this A. Schultz guy is A minus on offense and stuff, but he has B minus overall, B plus on development. So we'll do 4 for that. So he's B plus, so he's better. B plus on development for the offensive coordinator position. And special teams is something we also need to look at And I'm honestly just trying to do the coaches first. And it really doesn't matter, I think, when it comes to... But I also want... Can I do this guy, Gavin West? I mean, like I said, it doesn't matter on your overall record. He just kind of seems like he's more overall a C plus, but has an A development. So we're good with that, and that's all I'm about. I'm about development, B plus or ahead, which is what I like to see. And then scouts, evaluation, B plus on that, B minus, overall C plus, but it's got to be minus. So for that, C plus, and A. So we could Southeast release basically down a mill, hire a new one, and then evaluation, a drill master, evaluation at a B minus, overall, and okay, we will there. It's something, and we have 30 million in funds, so we can go to free agency here, but we can also look at what our roster has. So we have a 21-year-old, 24, 28. So due to the practice squad, running back, we have 23-year-old, 28-year-olds, 29-year-old. Fullback, we have one. Wide receiver, we got B's, so that's perfect. Tight ends, probably could look at one more. Offensive tackle, look for an upgrade. Guard, look for an upgrade. Center, we're fine. Spline, DNs, side linebacker, and then corner, and free safety, and strong safety, kicker, punter. Okay, so we could look for strong safety, 23-year-old. So give him a 6-year, 4 mil. The reason why I'm giving him 6 mil or 6-year, 4 mil, because at the regress rate is roughly that 27, 28, and 29 for sure. So he's going to accept it. He's going to be on the roster. We have one QB on the practice squad, and then I'll look at some upgraded talent. So tight end, he's going to want 10 mil. He's already 31, so we'll give him 1 year or 2 year. I'll give him 15. So, and that guy's also 31 too as well. We'll give him. That's all our funds. So we had one upgrade on tight ends. 25. That's 3 mil for 5 years. We'll do that for 3. I'll up it to 4. Okay, so we got one upgrade on there. Do the same here. Do 4. Upgrade it to 5. There we have an upgrade on tight end for sure. So this 25-year-old is going to be sent to the practice squad, and then one of these tackles are, and also a so then tight ends we're going to send to the active roster, tackle we're sending, and the guard we're sending. And that's all the funds we have. We have $2 million in the funds, so we can't afford the rest of these. We're not auto set the depth. So running back we didn't touch, which they're easily findable either within the draft or, you know, within free agency. So there's no need to kind of rush right now to try and get the best roster. Fullback we're good. Wide receiver we're decent right now. Tight ends, now we have 2 decent tight ends. Third one to kind of, you know, be there for an extra case. Offensive tackle, we upgraded at least 1. And then guard, we upgraded at least 1. And then center, we're fine. Defensive tackle, defense will be a work in progress as time goes on. So, and then we got another strong safety, and they're both young, so they will develop just fine. So, with that being said, I guess the team we need QB. So we'll see what kind of trade requests we get throughout the season or whatnot. So we're going to simulate like we have been in the past, whether it be winning or losing. I'm not controlling it. This game has the destiny of my team, so we're going to simulate it, and we won. And we got some trade requests. So we have our tight ends for first, second, and a third, and the tight end for a first, second, and a fourth. But then we would be, since we just signed him, we would have to pay the buyout, which we can't afford. So if I were to add the player, yeah, we can't afford it right now. So, because it's 4.5 for the contract buyout, and then we get refunded the salary after 1 game. So we just need to play a few more games, and we're gonna have to take these, and I would take this one because it's a first, second, and a third this year, but I'm going to reject it. So, and it says we need a QB because we have C-level QBs in all 3 of our QBs. So we're going to simulate. We lost, and we're at that 4 million mark. So we're at that cutoff at the bottom, just starting of the year, which we're at the bottom as it is. So we won another one, and now we're at 24 mil all of a sudden. So it must have been a home game at home. So schedule was okay at St. Louis and then versus Tennessee, so it was a home game. So we now all of a sudden have the money that we can do a trade quest first this year and a first next year. I would even do a first year after that. I do a 7th round this year. Yeah, no. This is not going to cut it. So we're going to keep them. Is that the only trade there is? Yeah, we're going to reject it. could look to see what we can grab. So running back wise, it's nothing crazy here. Fullback, there's nobody. Wide receiver, 28, 30. So nothing. Tight end, there's nothing. Tackle, there's nothing. Guard. Center, 22-year-old. Give him a full 7. I'll give him 4 mil. Tackle, there's nothing. DN, there's nothing. There's for corner. 26-year-old. The 26-year-old. 4-year. 5 mil. Six. See what our roster is looking like for corner right now. We're heavy on corner right now. Send you to the practice squad. And we'll send 26-year-old. Auto. So, front personnel. Is there anything we can upgrade though? Oh, center is literally a backup, so we'll just send you to the practice squad and auto. So yeah, he's still underneath. So that's fine. We're gonna simulate. We lost. Okay. What are they gonna try and trade us now? Same thing. I want more than just that. I'll add the tight ends. And then a first round. Oh, it accepted. Okay. So we do have now a new QB. He's 28, he's 21, he's 28. So we will put him to practice squad. We'll add this tight end back. So we did get some value in it. We don't have that big contract anymore. So we will simulate. We lost. So now, since I have this B for B, second rounder is second round. And he also has a big contract, and he's at the end of the year. So it's either that or the 27-year-old. Probably want a draft pick for him. I'm going to go with accepting Dallas's. So you got your roster spot back. Still... Oh, 24-year-old. I'm a 6-year, 5 mil. We're slowly just adding receiver. Okay. Can we add the injured people? So see Craig. Is he just automatically at the bottom because he's injured? Oh, so I can send him to the practice squad for their recovery. Alright, that's cool. And then send him, and then I think I've... Oh, okay, so he's the only one. So wide receiver wise, we'll do the 23-year-old. The whole 7 for 4. So there we go. Personnel. So as they recover, then they'll come back. So we lost. Okay. What are we looking for? Outside linebacker for a second round. We'll do that. It's a down year, so whatever we can. Outside linebacker. 22-year-old. We have $2 million contract for 7 years, so he's cheap overall. So we lost again, then we won. So we're staying on the bottom for year 1. And the playoff tree. So this is the whole championship. Okay. League playoff standings. So overall, we are at the bottom. So we are staying in the bottom tier. We are 5-11. But Houston, Vancouver, Las Vegas, and Carolina. Unless if there's the playoff for it. Okay, so tier 3, so Vancouver, Las Vegas, Houston, Carolina. Are... You gotta look at it first. I guess it's not allowing me to see the set standings. Okay. But, yeah, I think it's Carolina. Anyway, Carolina, Houston, Vancouver, and Las Vegas are battling to the top dog of Baltimore. Or, I gotta see the standings. Because I wonder if, based off of those standings, Baltimore is fighting to stay in Tier 2, as Nebraska is fighting to stay in Tier 1. And if whoever wins gets bumped up, and then whoever loses gets bumped down, essentially. So Vancouver beats Las Vegas. Houston beats or Houston lost to Carolina, and Vancouver beat Las Vegas. Vancouver versus Baltimore. So Vancouver got bumped up. Nebraska stayed. And then Cleveland won essentially the whole thing for right now. So that's what it is. Now I figured it out. Because this is the first time I'm doing this with this, tier system. So, yes, Vancouver, tier 3 champs, so they get bumped up to tier 2. Baltimore got bumped down to tier 3. And then, Nebraska remains because they won the tier 2 thing. And then Pittsburgh stays in tier 2 because they lost. And then Cleveland just wins the whole thing. So, player contracts. We have a 29-year-old C overall QB that we're just going to let walk. $3 million. There. Fullback. He's got 1 year remaining. Wide receiver. 4-6. There, that. Who's that? 27-year-old. We'll let walk. Tight ends, we're going to let walk. Tackle, we're good. Guard, we're good. Center is 27 years old. What is he? He's asking for 4. Okay. So he's good. We're going to let the defensive tackles walk. D-end walk. Outside linebackers walk. Outside linebacker. I'll do 2 for 4. Okay, he agrees, so he's cheap. Corner, 25-year-olds. 2011 for 4. Or 12. We'll offer it. Hopefully increases. 31-year-old is walking. Free safety is walking. Strong safety. So he wants $3 million. We'll give it to him. Okay. Release. So QB, there's nothing. Running back, there's nothing. Fullback. Wide receiver. $5 for 3. Okay, perfect. Tight end, there's nothing. Tackle, guard. Defensive tackle. 24-year-olds. 6 for 3 is not bad. 25-year-olds. So we potentially could. Corner. So we have 2 QBs. Running back. Fullback. Good. We only need 1 extra tight end we need, which we can get from the draft. 30-year-old we could trade. What is he? Back up. Defensive tackle we need. The end we need to as well. There's just like nobody in the inside linebacker we need to draft. Personnel. What are the trade requests we have? A kicker for a first round next year. Inside linebacker now at 25 with a 4 years, $6.2 million deal. And a third round next year. A kicker for a first round next year. And a D end for a 1 year contract. I take this cat right now. But I also wouldn't mind a first overall pick the next year. Instead of a third, but we also need inside linebacker now. We'll accept. So, free agency, is there any kickers? 24-year-old. We'll take this guy. That's fine. $1 million for 6 years. Okay. Trading. There. So, yeah, because I have 2 first rounds, 2 thirds, 2 thirds, 3 seconds. I don't need far back part of the draft. What about, Green Bay. 5th rounds for a 4th next year. There. So that's good. Because 2, 5, 7, 8. We don't need that many draft picks then. And then okay. It's in the back half of the drafts more than half of the time. I don't need to pick people. So we are the 2nd overall pick. And pick a guard. Okay. We are on the clock. Okay. First comes to thought is the 20-year-old. B+. So we have 27 overall pick. Skip. Backs are on. Okay, is a B-. Still an upgrade. overall, we're going to skip to our pick. Strong safety, free safety. Corner is still here. Inside linebacker, we'll take him. B-. These are all upgrades, so I'm not complaining at all. Awareness, man coverage, fitness a D. Let's get Terrell Riley, because he's 21, but he's got B, A- on everything besides blocking and hit power. So, and he's an A+. So we just improved that drastically. Even though I didn't really need a corner. You don't need a kicker. Free safety, strong safety we need. So 20-year-old C, B+ on speed, fit tackle C+. I'm going to go with the best available on this board for strong safety. That is something that we need. Outside linebacker, inside linebacker, we do need. D tackle we need to as well. Hit power at a B-. We're gonna go with this guy. I think this is our little. No, we have a couple more picks. Inside linebacker, DN, D tackle. We need a guard. We'll pick him. QB we already picked. Running back. Could use an upgrade too. We're gonna go with this guy. So it's in the first draft class. We got a B+ on the QB, so he's an upgrade at QB right away. Upgrade on offensive tackle. Inside linebacker got a B-. Down the board a little bit, found a corner that was worth me looking at, and he's an A+. And then defensive tackle got a C+ on guard, and a C on running back. But hopefully within the coaches that I have selected, you're getting a 7-year deal for $8 million. So you're going to be cheap your whole career, essentially. It's in that market. Running back, 7 for $1 million. So he's going to be cheap on that. Even though it's a little bit more than what you're like, hey, why are you spending that much? Gonna give him $2 million. Now we're set on that guy. And I'm setting this all at 7 years because of the whole 28-29. And if they're going to accept it now, then they are $1 million all the way throughout their whole career. Unless if we trade them. And if they end up being superstars and being developed, you're only paying that person $1 million for that 7 years. So in the long run, it's going to be worth it. You pay a little bit more, and then just like this guy, like obviously A+, he's worth that much, but overall, and I'm going to give him $7 million. You're only paying $7 million throughout his whole entire career, unless if you were to trade him, which I don't plan on trading him, and he's not going to be that $12 million figure throughout his whole entire career. So you pay a little bit more, and He'll just be just fine throughout his career. And that would be the rookie contract, essentially. So free safety we have to look for. 22-year-old, perfect. And usually when it comes to free agents, especially with interest, you pay a little bit more. So that way your, your competitors aren't paying that or getting them overall. So QB, sorry, we're sending you back to the practice squad again. Gallagher's taking over. Brown, running back, it's anyone's game, to be honest. We could trade Strickland because he's 29 years old, but we're not going to get much for him. And wide receiver, we're good on that. Tight ends, we could use an extra one. Offensive tackle, we have too much here. We could trade these 2 offensive tackles. And then we got the 2 young guns. So, dash personnel wise. Outside linebacker, fullback, outside linebacker, guard. We will add player. Guard. Too many guards too as well. We'll add another tackle, and we'll just take a 7th round the next 2 years. There. So we got rid of some linemen that we don't need. We'll just add him to the roster. Center we don't need. Can add you. Corner we can add. For safety we can add. Our roster's already full. Do we have... We'll take him. Center. Defensive tackle, we're set for right now. D end. Outside linebacker. Now we've got a little bit of an upgrade. Outside it's still there. How many corners do we have? We could trade some corners, to be honest, but I don't think anyone needs a corner. Everyone just needs linebackers. Add player. Add Strickland to it. 7th round. There. So he is off. Receiver. These guys are. We're basically almost set. Wide receiver, there's still nothing I'm interested in. Interested in this 23-year-old. 4 years, perfect. We'll do that for 3. We'll add a so it'll be added. Guess there's a center too as well, but punter, there's nothing. Corner, there's still age-wise. We'll do the full 7. We'll do 2 years, or 2 mil, I should say. 25-year-old. And then we'll do that. Defensive tackle, I think we just won't touch until the draft unless if this guy is okay. There. We're set after that. So start next season. Front office, so we have 5 years left on his contract. 9-3. Just want to make sure. He's got 2 years on his. Okay. Just want to make sure. So the max is 2, so we have a couple years left. Okay. So we will do some facilities after we get some revenue coming in. So we won. We lost. And we have our defensive coordinator doing defensive guru, so that's good. So we have 60 million. So let's look at our facilities. We'll do some repairing, training. That's there. And then eventually we'll get this stuff, but at least we got majority of our stuff back to being excellent now, so we are all set on that. We lost. We haven't had any trade offers yet, but we are 3-3, 3-4. So we could be at that bottom again this year, which is all right. We are a work in progress here. We have 117 mil. And we have one. Oh, so our draft pick, or our signee out for the season with a torn ACL. So that's just unfortunate. So playoff tree here. Carolina, Tennessee at Carolina, Washington at St. Louis for Tier 3. Tier 2 is Dallas at Pittsburgh, Montreal at Cincinnati, and Green Bay is back in it, but Cleveland is out this year. So, we had a rough season again this year. So, 4-12, and Washington got promoted to Tier 2. Pittsburgh got promoted to Tier 1. And Buffalo got bumped down. And I think Louisiana got bumped down. Yes, so that's how it works. Tier 2 champs. That's Louisiana gets demoted. And then Buffalo gets demoted. QB wise, what are you gonna want? We'll do a 2-year, $2 million. Okay. There. Now our wide receivers. Oh, you're 28, so we're not going to offer you. 28, 31. Yeah, no, you guys are walking. Tight end, we're good. Defensive tackle, you're walking. You're walking. You're on the cusp, but I'll have you walk. Them two are walking. Free safety, you're walking. Punter, we'll do 3-year, 4. Release them. So personal wise, and then front office, is there anyone who I that? Scouts. Development, but evaluation is a B-. So, if I were to release you, hire a new one, eval. Okay. There. So now we got an upgrade. Assistant coach, running back, minus receiving coach. Offensive line's been doing pretty well. DB. So this guy. He's a B, so wouldn't be much of a change. Head coach. Offensive coordinator. You just got that. So okay. Okay, we only have 3 wide receivers left. Okay. Tight ends. So 27-year-olds. Okay, offensive tackle. 28-year-olds. Okay. Okay. So trading wise, draft picks, I have 2 6 rounds. So I need a wide receiver. They need a defensive tackle, offensive tackle. I need corner. So we'll give him. Him with a 6th round pick for us, trying to get a 4th round pick. Okay, so we have 3 4th round picks. So we'll have a 6th round pick to play with. That's a linebacker and a kicker. That's our linebacker, QB, player. Leave that. And a 6 rounds for a 5th. Sweet. All right. Three, 5. So that's 7. Yeah, that should be fine. That's 23-year-old. There we go. I have a bunch of strong safeties right now. So no one needs any. Okay, so I need strong safety. to get a third round or second round with a fourth round. Perfect. Don't have much funds. Oh, shoot. So I need 4 players. Now I need to use draft picks to trade. Yeah. So we got ourselves a kicker. Could go for John Reed, but yeah, we've made quite a bit of trades right now. So he just made quite a bit of. So corner we're good with for right now. Outside linebacker we're good with. Side we're good with. D end we're good with. Defensive tackle. We could trade these two for the. I mean, we could, but personnel trading. So need to add these in a trade for right now, but then also get a player in return. So we're gonna add a draft pick too. So who needs? That I saw people needed defensive tackle. So we need a. No, here running backs are too old. Could take the wide receiver or tight end too old. I guess this team is kind of old. Take the wide receiver, but then also give you a third round pick. him in the third round pick for go with Melvin. So what do we have? Gonna sit on wide receiver, but go with free safety. There's 1 year yet in the third round. I had 2 third rounds. There. So we kind of traded 1 for 1 at that. Then need 3 more people. Could be anything at this point. Where are we at? Second round pick from Baltimore. Okay, perfect. It's 1 for 1. And then another second round pick. Carolina needs a QB, but add. Oh, because they have no QB. We don't need a corner. We're good. Defense tackle, we're good. Okay, perfect. First round pick. I'll go for. Okay. Now we have our team. So we have no draft picks for this year. We had to trade everybody. Skips to the pick. Got nothing. Start next season. Because I didn't realize about the whole contract payout, and we kind of did something silly. That was it on that. So, we're still at tier 3. We're projected to be 3rd so far on this, but we will see. So we're facing. We lost. Second round. I'd go for this. Defensive ends. Nah. So, okay. free agency. Okay, perfect. Okay. Minus, that's fine. Okay, so we won another one. People are wanting to trade with us, I guess. Third and fourth for B overall and B tackle. 23 million. We'll do 5 on that. We'll do the 21-year-old. We'll do 7. Okay. Defensive ends. 7 years. We'll give it 3 mil. Do 7 for 2. Side linebacker. If we can find a 22-year-old. Do 2 for 7. Corner, 23-year-old. 6 for 5. 24-year-old. 5 for 6. Oh, we don't have that kind of money. Okay, never mind. And we've kind of basically almost upgraded a little bit. So tight ends. Who needs a tight end? Nobody? Oh, perfect. Washington does. Apparently we got... Okay. Okay, perfect. Set into the roster. Okay. So that's, we got 4 tight ends, even though we don't need that many. 4 guards, 3 centers. Okay. So I have one strong safety. All right. Okay, so then we're gonna take not one of the wide receivers. Take one of the tight ends out, and then replace it with a strong safety. That way there's at least a backup at strong safety. So it could take out a corner, but that ain't the end of the world. So we're at a 2-1 winning record so far. I lost. Got some trades. First, third, and fourth for a DN for 1 year. And he's 32 years old. I will pass. Lost. We won. Okay. Oh, it's not available anymore? Okay. So you really got to look the week of, I guess. We're at a winning season so far. Now we're 5-5. This is enticing because he is 24, second in 2028, and a fourth for him. Counter. You need a hunter. No, I'll do a third. And a fifth. Well, I'm in the same tier as you are, so reject. We'll accept it. It gives us an upgrade at running back. Send you. Auto depth chart. So a little bit of a upgrade. There we go. First 2029 for a second this year. Oh, first in 2029. We'll accept. Yeah, he's 21 years old. So does he start right away? He does. Okay, perfect. This is perfect. So, there's more trade requests. Oh, there's this one. I'm gonna reject. So, what do I have? So, I don't have a 4th round this year, which is fine. But I have 2 7th rounds and no 2nd round next year. But it's all good. So, no, I don't want that running back. Okay. Simulate. So we are 7 and 6. Trade requests. It keeps sending this to me. And I'm rejecting every time, so. Seven, 7. It's probably them again. We didn't make it. 9 and 7, so we're going up there, at least. So tier 3. So Washington got promoted to tier 1. Nebraska got demoted. Orlando got demoted, and St. Louis got promoted. So, yes. We were just on that cusp line with Los Angeles Tide. So, yeah, Nebraska got bumped down. And Washington got bumped up. So a lot of people want J. Cole. Well, I'm keeping him, so. Running back. So there's that. So Cassius Cook. So Francis Johnson is probably looking for his exit. Tight ends. It's not worth it. 28, offensive tackle. No. This is their backup. Okay. I think he's regressing. I only have 6 million in funds anyway, so running back, sent him to the main roster. Wide receiver, tight end. Sent him. Center. Defensive tackle. So we are set. So that for a 5th rounder next year. So there's that. 5th round next year, then 5th, and go a 5th, a 3rd for a 2nd next year. We'll go for a 3rd. Okay. So there's that. I'm not giving them a 1st round pick. Maybe. We don't even have the money for 2 players. This in the 1st and 2nd round because they're usually $4 to $6 million each. I mean, this would be an extra. And we'll be back with having to look for trading for a 1st and 2nd round pick because we only have $4 million funds. I totally forgot within our front office that we needed to re-sign our offensive line coach. There's a few that are going to be 1 year remaining, so we'll have to pay them next year. So we have $4 million of funds. We did have 6, but it's $2 million for 10 years. So we have that going for us because otherwise he would be walking and stuff, and he's a pretty good coach. So we have trade request for. We could accept this, but I can't afford for a 1st or 2nd round pick. So we will kind of look for we'll try and see what do these guys have because we need an outside linebacker. And they have 27-year-old, 24-year-old. We'll add him to it. I'll do. I only have one. Him for a 2nd round pick. Could give him a 1st and 2nd round pick. 25 and 24. They're pretty young. But I feel like overall, I want to see what else do they have. That'd be worth my while. Okay, they got pretty. Side linebacker. So these 3 players for 1st and 2nd round this year. There we go. So we got an upgrade. Essentially, we got 3 players for 2 draft picks, 2 high draft picks. So we got a B minus inside linebacker. Outside linebacker, 24 years old, C plus, and a free safety as a B. So look at our free safety. So we kind of need a free safety backup anyway. We'll take Lance. We'll send him to the practice squad. And then we'll put the free safety there. Then we'll look at inside linebacker. We have B's across the board. 27. Take the 27-year-old, sent to the practice squad. And then we will take the 24-year-old, send them to the main roster. Outside linebacker, these two are young people. We'll kind of see what we have for outside linebacker, if they will fit. We have 2. We'll send him. And then we'll send the 2 best outside linebackers back. So 23 and 24-year-olds. So C pluses to the main roster. We have our 53. Overall, we have so we're 9-7, and so we're at LA first. Then we face Carolina and Baltimore at home. Hopefully, we get enough funds, because I was also looking as well, kind of while off camera, or essentially off, recording. But with this training or whatnot, is just making sure these are up to par, because when it comes to the spa, 22 million, just kind of like looking at this stuff, and it reduces stress and increase overall health of players, affects injury chance, team morale, and player progressions. So within the sauna and spa, they kind of help overall with the player progressions. So, and then recovery time and everything, but that's like a lot of this of recovery time and everything. So for the rehab portion is just kind of getting that spa going when we do get the funds for it. So we have $3 million left in the bank right now, and so we are going to simulate, and we won 28-9. And well, let's see, what do we have here? So people want our 22-year-old for second round picks, or third in the second round. It's coming up draft. They want to get rid of their defensive lineman. That's an A minus. Second and a third. We're just gonna reject every trade we have so far. I just want to see what enticing it is. But we won the first game, which is good. And we won the second game, and we have 24 mil. Now we have 43. We did lose, but with that facility, we're wanting to purchase that 22 million. So hopefully, it's going to boost overall. I think it's kind of the same, almost the same trades. Second next year and this year. Just looking for a second round pick. I guess they want to get rid of their wide receiver B plus. Sorry, but kind of like to see what's out here. Wide receiver. It's 29 though. Me for a free agent, like for this example, a 22-year-old, like a couple of 22-year-olds to be on the practice squad for $1.7 million. Get a couple guys in the practice squad that are pretty young that could progress, and especially being 22 years old. So I'm going to do 3 years, 2.5. So this 22-year-old, 1 mil, do 1.5. And we have 11. So we could look at trying to get a QB wide receiver at 28. Whenever he's tackle, guard, D end, okay. Inside linebacker a B minus. So we could kind of look and see. I think our inside linebackers are good. Can we drop right now? We can send him to the practice squad. Oh, that explains that. Okay. But we will add that inside linebacker. So that way there's at least 4. Then we have 15 mil. So we're going to simulate. We've won that game. It's probably the people that want J. Cole right now. 2nd round pick. I will pass on that. And even if that facility doesn't really help, at least I bought it and it'll help with player progression. So we've won above 500. Now our defensive coordinator is an A+. And we are in the playoff. To boost, we went 10-6, and we lost to Houston by 3 points. So we were close. So 28-year-old as A- for Gallagher. QB, we're going to let walk. Running back, we're going to let rock. Fullback, we're good. We're going to let the wide receivers walk. Tight end, we're set. These guys have 1 more year on their contract, so that's fine. Tackles, we're just going to let walk. And then we'll find ones that we can progress. 29-year-olds, we'll let walk. We'll let the center walk. Defensive tackle is 28 years old. We'll just let him walk. Okay, he needs a big. I'll do 7.5. Shorter contracts or higher salary. There. And he would like a big pay too as well. So these guys are worth it. We'll try 15. There we go. 28, we're going to let walk. Outside linebacker, we're good. Corner, we're good. Safety, we're good. Kicker. So we need we just gave him a big pay cut right now, so I'm going to be buying out that whole entire contract and I don't want to give him up, so everybody wants him, but that is their loss. Running back. I think that's the guy that we just had. So, guard, we just had 26. Four for 3.5. There is a decent kicker at 34. There's 3 years, 3.5. So, kicker, we do have roster. Send him to the practice squad. So he increased. Sarah increased overall. He increased. Wide receiver, they increased. He decreased as a tight end. That's a tackle. Guard, all of them increased. Center, he's 26, so he was decreasing. Yes, defensive end, Darren Walter. Jonathan Cole. So, side linebacker. Side linebacker. So our oldest is 27, so we're perfectly fine. 28 for Cooper. And he's 24, so he's just gonna keep progressing. And we just signed this guy, so, and he's increased drastically. We could add another punter, truly wanted to. So outside linebacker, Robert Newman retired, and Alex Peterson retired. No retiring coaches. Front office, we do have this defensive coach. It's an A+ at what he does, so we'll give him $7 million for 9 years. Special teams coach. Linebacker coach. Development is a B-, but he also has great attributes overall. So, DB, developments. I wonder if this guy would be a good fit for it. A B- or less, yes. Is that it for the end? And then scout was yeah, we'll give a new coach a try. So this guy Ian Thomas, we'll do 4 for 10. He's got a B, so, but his development is an A. Linebacker coach. There's not much for it. Just trying to see. Defensive line coach. Development is a B. I know he's been doing great for us. But defense, there's nothing. It's all offense. So unless it's this guy with a B+. But we'll be fine with that. Line receiver, he's an A- with development, so he's good on that. Running back's got this, but I would like to improve the development for the running backs. So yeah, he has that, but we'll do Mr. Cameron. So we'll offer this guy $4 million for 10. He accepted, so he has development of A-. Hopefully he gets badges eventually. The coordinators, so we have a head coach. Development's A+, so we're going to try and keep him as much as possible. Offensive coordinators, development is a B+, but we'll release him. We'll hire a new coach. Unless if that was the best we could get. But this Hanson guy, but all I want is essentially development. And this guy is C+ though. Overall, the best is his development is a C. But he's got B+ and A- on defense. Or this guy that we did have. But I'm more of looking for development. So we'll offer him that. He has A- in development for an offensive coordinator. And he's a B- now, so that is great. We have some stuff to look forward to. Player progression. So we could look for a QB, or we could sign a cheap. So he's 24, $4 million for 7. I'll do 5. Let's give for a backup quarterback. We'll also find another one. So he's 23. Do 4 for 7. And then send him to the practice squad. And then we'll look for a running back in the draft, because our best running back is, well, I guess B-, but we'll look for that. Fullback, we're good. Wide receiver, we could also look for the draft too as well. Tight end for sure. I guess we're decent on that. Offensive tackle. So, offensive line, I guess. So, yeah, pick 11, and then 79, 83. All right. skip to my pick. Running back, fullback, receiver, offensive tackle, pass block, run block. Yeah, we need tackle and we need it now. Is there any defensive tackle at the end? So overall, these estimated overalls, A minus speed. I'll take him. Running back was should have taken also that defensive tackle. Free safety. I'll draft him. He's got C's all over, C pluses on awareness, man coverage, zone coverage, C on speed. So we'll get him. Running backs are off the board. Fullback. Get the best available strong safety. Side linebacker. So C plus on the offensive tackle. B on the corner. C plus on the running back. B on the free safety. Strong safety C. B minus on the fullback. Tight end got a C plus and C plus and C plus. All right. So, who's this guy? Oh, that's the QB. Alright, personnel. We already have. Oh, we need some spots filled anyway. So, we're able to go to here, go to player contracts. Fullback, you're essentially an extra one. It's going to be $1 million, so he's signed. Pre-safety. Signed. 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 He's a first rounder, so he's a little bit more money. Side linebacker. Signed. Offensive tackle. Tight end. And the running back. So that is everyone signed. could trade the 27-year-old fullback. We don't need. So this guy sending to the practice squad. Wide receiver we're good with. Tight end. He can go to the practice squad. Center will stay. Defensive tackle. The end. Okay, he's the. Actually, we need 4 inside linebackers just in case. Okay. How are we doing on the corners? Free safety, we have 3 of them. That's fine. Strong safety, we have 3 of them. That is fine. So what do we have? Fullback, tight end, we have 3. Offensive tackle, we'll send him. We'll send the guard. Are we good with? I know I just saw the inside linebackers, but we'll switch it out with the B- guy. Oh. So, looking at my personnel, auto depth chart. So QB, we're good. We have 2 guys with C pluses. They're going to be working on their game. Running back, we're decent. Fullback, we're good. Receiver, tight end. Offensive tackle, we have 1 B+ guy. We could also look at the free agency to see what's out there. We have this Trevor English guy. He's wanting 26 mil. No, I can't afford that. 32, 28, 30, 24. I can afford this. But I know we have a QB, but to have a decent backup is key. So we'll have 2 QBs kind of developing, and if we do get something in the job market or trade market or something, but that's crazy how he's just sitting there. But running back wise is 25. We can't afford it. So that is it for our free agency stuff after the draft. With that being said, I think we're good to move on to the next year overall. As we can look at, what do we have next year? We don't have a first round with the trade I think I did with like the corners and stuff. So we don't have a first round pick, but we have everything else, which is fine. So let's see. Start next season, we start with $3 million. And we lose. Trade requests Second round for a first and 31. Everyone's really wanting J. Cole or 2030. Which is probably this coming up draft. 2029. Did win. We didn't make it this year to the playoff tree. We were game off again. For the season, turf toe. But how are our facilities? That's still excellent. That's excellent. So everything is basically fully upgraded for. There's no trade requests right now. It's pretty much our roster is kind of set for the time being. Running back, just wanting 10 million. I'd give him 11 for 2 years and let him walk because he's a C+. Back, we're good. Tight end, what is he gonna want? 10 million. I'm gonna do 3, 4. There's, so we're set on that. He's 27. 4 for 4. He's gonna walk. Tackle, we're good. Guard, we're good. Center, we're good. Inside linebacker. Let him walk. There. Corner. Safety. He wants 12 mil. The kicker. We're in good hands, so we don't need a. There. Release all you. It's now A minus. And he's 24, so we're doing pretty good. Running back for this second round for a running back, and he's 25. We're gonna accept. We'll accept that. So, running back, he's got 1 year left in his deal. Let's see, running back wise, we'll send him to the active roster. Fullback, we're good. How are we sitting with tight ends? So we only have 2 now. We'll actually send both of them. It's 24. I'll send him to the active roster, and we're gonna trade. So they just want a first round pick for him, which I'm not gonna give up. A fullback. for a second round pick this draft. Okay, perfect. So we have another fullback, so we're good. And he's 29 years old. Oh, another fullback. Add player. Another fullback. He's got 1 year left. Add draft pick. And another second round pick. There we go. I need a guard and a defensive tackle. They need a running back and a guard. Oh, they have first. Oh, one for me. A second rounder. There we go. So, how many draft picks do we have? We have 3 seconds and the rest. Okay. I want to. I'll do the second rounders. It's fine that way. Gives me some good draft capital. And then QBs were fine. Running back, fullback. We'll send you to the active roster. Since we basically gave up our fullbacks away for second round picks. So, running back, yeah, we're set with running back. Well, is this guy 25? This guy's 21, 24, 25. So, yeah, the only money we kind of ate was that Winhurst contract that we just re-signed. So, we are set with tight ends. We're set with... I would say a tackle is something to draft for. Defensive tackle, I think we're decent. Defensive end, we are good. Because everyone wants Jonathan Cole. I'm surprised they don't want Darren Walter. And also Ariel McDonald is also 26 out of B-. Inside linebackers, maybe something to look at. If something were to pop out. And then corner. We could look at 2 for safety. I think we're decent. Strong safety, we're decent. We got 4 of them. We can send him to the practice squad. Kicker, punter, we're good. Kick return, punt return, QB. I mean, if a wide receiver were to stand out, possibly, but let's hit the draft. Skip to my pick. So QB is not good this year. Running back, wide receiver, there's nothing left. Offensive tackle, guard, center, defensive tackle, defensive end, inside, outside, corner, free safety. So this guy, free safety, we'll draft him. I'm just going to wait until the end when I see how my draft class is looking like. So, corner. I'll draft this guy. Outside linebacker. Down the board. A-. He's got awareness, speed C+. So he's probably the best. Yeah, look at inside, defensive end, DT, we'll look, tackle, blocks. We're going to draft him. Then we'll look at guard and tackle. So guard, it's got B for run block, pass block, C+. plus fitness, speed at a D. Let's look at tackle. This guy. This guy's a good fit. Running back. Potentially look at. He's got B speed. There's that, and then we'll look at a guard. So B minus, run block B, C plus. Yeah. Fullback, awareness C minus, speed. Look at this guy. Oh. Okay, so we got A plus free safety, A plus corner, D tackle and A, C plus on tackle, C on running back, B minus on guard, and A minus on fullback. All right. So I think it's their value is what draws them to want more money. And I don't have the funds for it. I found these guys, but I only have enough for one person or a couple. So like this guy and that 1 million guy. Offensive tackle, so about 3 people. Linebacker, defensive tackle, it'd be a perfect fit. Especially, oh, the fullback is like 2 mil. Okay. All right, so we've secured at least that. The running back. Okay. So the only people we can't secure is the free safety, the corner, and the defensive tackle that we found. So, I'm sorry, I don't have the funds for you. You're going to be in the free agency. If they even go straight to free agency. So, yeah. Yeah, that's just unfortunate that I can't afford them. So, let's start next season. And I think they're still there. Oh. So at least the wide receiver is there. Running back and stuff. So the guys who I did draft are no longer there, which is good that they went to a team, but it's just sad overall that I could not fulfill the contract of $6 million, and that would only be one person. Which is unfortunate. I thought I would have enough money for it. So we're going to simulate. So we did win. And we lost. So I wonder for a first round pick, first and second, or an inside linebacker for 2 years, and a second round pick. I already give you fullbacks. You just need a to turn the page. We've only made the playoffs once. I wonder what's the issue. And this guy is perfect for everything. And boost to evaluation, but it's only a B plus. Only A plus evaluation. See if we can. B minus, I guess. That's all that's left for right now. That's just unfortunate. He has 1 year left in his contract. But this head coach, it almost seems like he's got to go, but his development is an A plus. So I don't know what's the issue. Do we ever have awards at all? And this is probably all tier 1 people. Oh, we had Herman Black, at least making week 6, and Darren Walter, week 4. So, Rookie of the Year, QB. So, what are the contracts? Okay. It's wanting 13. Do 14 over 3. Wide receivers are 29 years old. It's time to draft new ones. Tight ends were set. Tackle, he's going to walk. That's it. So release him. So we got 54. So age-wise, now we have player progression. So Norman Black increased. So that's good. Running back stayed. It's increased. All right, fullback we're perfect. Wide receiver, tight ends. It's almost like we should trade a tight end or a center or something. Defensive tackle, defensive ends. We got 2 A's. Inside linebacker, King Pittman now is an A. So outside linebacker, we're doing pretty well. Then we got 3 corners Free safety. Strong safety are increasing as well. Kicker is decreasing and punter is decreasing. So what is our fourth round for a first and a third? First round, first and second. Oh, for the center. I'll do that. Get rid of the centers. Reject. First, second, and third for Cole. Everyone just wants Cole. So yeah, we did trade one of the centers for a first round pick. We're in 31, so it's this year's first round pick too. So how many? We got 2 first round picks. I'm gonna say, what is a QB? This guy's 26, so we could trade a third round for him. Probably somewhere. We have 5 running backs that don't need to be on there. Technically don't need 2 fullbacks, but wide receiver we need to pick up. Tight end we're good. Offensive tackle we're decent. We're decent on guard. Center we're good. So, wide receiver we need to draft. We need to get top talent. So, free agency. Wide receivers 29, 32. He also has ace speed. Yes, he wants 10. Do that. So there's that. But what about trading? I guess that's 8 people. 6. Okay, so we can probably almost afford it, I guess. Draft. So, QB, running back. Our receivers got speed. Fullback, they have A's again. So B. So offensive tackle. Get him. A guard. Kind of look at that. So there's that. Strong safety, free safety, corner. plus on speed. A plus on wide receiver. B plus, C plus, C plus, C plus, B minus, B minus. Okay. It's perfect. So then do 7 years. I'll do $4 million for him. Offensive tackle. 3 for that. Usually do $1 million for 7, because that will make them happy. Inside linebacker. We'll do 2. There we go. So personnel wise, we have 11, 53 is already taken care of. So we have 24. So we will not offer him a contract. Back wise, I mean, he's reasonable, but okay. Wide receiver. Do him. So QB, running back, we're good. Wide receiver, we got the A plus. Tight ends, we're good. Offense tackle, we're perfect now. Guard, we're good. May have 1 extra guard in there. Get rid of him. Outside linebacker, we're perfect. Outside linebacker. Corner. Safety, strong safety. So I guess we'll send the fullback in as an extra running back, so to speak. Start the next season. Oh, okay. Totally forgot about that. Okay. They just have to do what they want. Oh, offensive line coach left. don't have the money right now. Is that all we have left? Is that scout? Personnel. Add player. Oh, that's -6 mil. Shoot. So there's that. Played the long game and couldn't make it. I tried to save as much money as possible, and not realizing that there's multiple coaches that needed and scouts needed their contracts renewed, and a lot of them want 1.5 million to bare minimum. So there's that.